Hi people, welcome to Learn Relationship and Marriage. And this is a channel whereby we talk about relationships. We have videos on relationships, the things that happen in marriage, the things that happen as you plan to date, and even when you are dating. So today we have just come from work. Actually, we are tired. It's at night. It's 8:15 p.m. in Kenya. We are in Kenya, and therefore to make it to tumesema, let us shoot a video on some of the things that happen and even happened to us as we were planning relationship and even as we entered marriage. We want to look at some of the things, we can call them personal goals and relationship or marriage. Personal goals and relationship or marriage. What do you put first? Do you put first your work, your education, your everything that you want to do? There are people who say that I will not get married, or rather I will not marry until I have built a house, until I have bought a plot, until I am settled. And the others, they don't even mind. They can get married even when they are in school. And in both cases, there are advantages and disadvantages. And that is what we are going to discuss today. First of all, we told you the other day that we got married when I was in school. So I had not completed my education. And actually, it is a bit stressing when you get married. Actually, we didn't marry. We got a child. We got a child when I was in college, and that child forced us to marry. I think that is the right word to say.
You see, when you get a child, that means you are married. If your
No, when you get a
accepts
child,
then
you
you are
have not
married.
yet gotten married. But when you get a child, somehow,
You have chances of getting married then.
to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a child when I was in college, and therefore there was no way out. We had to get married.
Yeah, very true.
Now, that time I had not completed my studies. You are working, but not a good job. So here is a child. We are not financially stable, and therefore we had to really struggle bringing up that child. And we told you that I later went back to school, meaning that I first gave priority to getting a child and getting married. Now I had to boycott my education so that I can first take care of the child.
Breastfeed the kid.
Exactly. And that is what we are talking about.
Yes.
What should be the priority? Should you first get a child? Should you first make sure you are financially stable before you get married?
You see, some of these things are by the way. Yeah. So
They just come without
yes,
planning.
Yes, very true.
And if it happens that way, then it is well and good.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing you can do.
You can do, yeah, very true.
So if you get a child when you have not planned your life properly, like financially you are not stable, and your spouse is not also stable, it's good to get satisfied and get plan B.
Yeah,
What
very
will
true.
we do? Now that mtoto wako hapa, we have gotten married, then what is our next step so that we can have a marriage that is going to work? Because now I think everyone entering marriage, you want that marriage to work.
Very true.
And therefore, whether you have gotten married when you are already, when you have planned your life, or you have gotten married when you have not planned your life, your goal is to make the marriage work.
Marriage work, yeah. Very true.
So the first thing is to accept that we are here, like we did.
Yes.
We have a child. I have no job. You are hustling.
Yes.
So what do we do next? And I think we agreed together that I should go back to school.
Yes.
Now I leave the child with you.
With me.
And that is what we did. I went back to school. And I will not tell you it was easy.
I was left
Being
with
a parent,
I was left with a kid of 3 months. You
and
remember?
also Mimi, being a parent and you are in school, it was hectic.
Yeah.
So we can also say there are some disadvantages by getting a child when you are one, not financially stable, when you have not completed your studies, when you have not planned your life. You will go through stress, you will also go through financial problems,
Yes.
and therefore if you can, maybe it is very, very important to finish your education before you start relationship and marriage.
If it is possible.
If it's possible. Because there are people who wait until they complete their education, they get a job, they settle before they marry. And I think their lives are somehow planned. Although in marriage, there is no manual. We cannot say that now that you planned your life, your marriage will work. Now that you didn't plan your life, your marriage will not work. We cannot say that. But when you have planned your life, I think the hassles and the stress is not much like when you have not planned your life.
You see, when you plan, when you are two and you plan, things will work. If you are, if you plan in a better way.
You sit down and say,
agree.
let us complete first our education. When you are dating, tumalize masomo, then we can plan how to get married, and we can plan how to do the other things.
But you see, another problem is, if you plan like that, you wait for her to finish her education, you'll support her sometimes, and then at the end of the day, she'll switch off to another person, and you'll be left alone.
But that is a probability. It doesn't mean because you assist her to complete her education, she will run away from you. It's a probability. Now everything in life is a probability. So you have to be open. And she's, by the way, after I run away, you will still get someone else. Because there are people...
But you see, that was your choice, your best choice. You
You
see,
know,
when you pick something, the first thing you pick is always the best.
which is okay, but we are telling these people, there are people who think that it is the end of the world and they kill the spouse. Like we had a case the other day. A guy saying, I educated her and I sacrificed for her, but she left me. So, an hour, you kill the child, the girl. That is not right. If this girl feels, and by the way, are you educating her so that she can repay you by marrying you?
You see, when you are educating her, this is not your child, remember?
Obviously, but I'm saying you should be open-minded.
You are supporting her so that
you should be open-minded that you can either marry, you are supporting her without conditions.
But you see, most of us, when you are educating her so that
she can be your wife.
Be your wife, and you
what if that fails?
Make her better.
Yeah, which is true. What if it fails?
If it fails, then well.
Do you go ahead and kill her?
No, you should not do that.
Yeah, that is what I am saying. When we are educating someone, and when you are allowing someone to go through school, you should be open-minded. That this person, maybe she can realize, I was too young when choosing this person. We cannot lie. We don't have the same goals. We don't have the same objectives. We don't have the same plans. And instead of marrying someone whom you cannot line with, it's better to leave the marriage, though you have sacrificed. God will create another way for you.
And you take a plan B,
Exactly, because now there is no need of going to an extent of doing funny things
and all that,
just because someone refused you and you had educated her, and you had invested in her, or invested in him. Even the other way, it happens.
You know another thing, for example, let me ask you, there are these guys or girls who normally go to abroad to do courses, When they are there, sometimes they leave their spawns here, or their
girlfriends or boyfriends,
or to be their husband or girl or wife to be. So when they go there, the guy here decide to marry.
Exactly, that happens a lot. And that is why I'm saying,
Or the girl there,
when you are in a relationship, be open-minded. That this is not your relative, this is not your sister, this is not someone, they can decide to go in a way. After you know each other, maybe that person realized, I cannot make life with this person. And it's better to go away than to enter into a marriage that is going to fail. Yeah. There is another girl who was telling me that she had a boyfriend. And this guy, she got a scholarship to go to Italy to get educated there. And then the guy was telling her, don't go. We first marry, and after tukae hapa kidogo, then you can go. This is a golden chance.
Yes, for the
Umepata ya
for the girl.
sponsorship. Yeah. Do you leave that chance to go and get pursue your education, or you just marry because someone is insisting? You cannot go to Italy though you have a scholarship. Before we marry and stay a bit, your scholarship iende ipotee just because someone is insisting.
Now the other day niliwaambia marriage is not chocolate and what?
I know, but these two are not married.
Yes,
They are dating.
That's why I'm telling you.
I'm asking you, do this girl just bow to this guy and lose the scholarship?
No, she should not.
Exactly.
She
So
should
the parents were telling her, you just go and pursue your studies. Then this guy, if he really loves you,
He wait for you. Yeah, very true.
But the guy was really telling her, no, I'm going to leave you, I'm going to marry, I'm going to do threatening.
It's better he leave him.
Tell these guys that there are some red flags you see in a person. A person, you want to pursue your studies, but this guy is insisting that uache masomo, uache to pursue your goals, umfuate.
No, akikwambia hivyo, waacha akuache, atatafuta mwingine, atachoka, atatafuta mwingine, atachoka.
Ama ngoje, if he is really in love. Because love is sacrifice.
Yes, very true.
You cannot tell me, I get a scholarship, niache, I follow you. Is that love?
It's not.
Because
are you going to eat that love?
Exactly.
With your children?
Exactly. Because unaona, when people are just starting a relationship, they are excited, they act emotionally.
They act
emotionally.
Yeah.
But when they enter into marriage, the reality dawns onto them.
Very true.
That it's not about emotions. It's not about sex. It's not about those funny things that are done when you are dating. It's about serious work to work on your relationship and your marriage.
Towards your goals.
And your children. So, you'll find that when people are dating, they are very excited about each other. They are holding hands. They are doing what? But when they enter marriage, love starts going down.
Very true.
What sustains that marriage? It is the goals you had together, the values you had together, the what you do in common. All those factors are the ones that hold the relationship when you are outside dating period. Because dating period itaisha. But the reality will dawn on you about what you didn't achieve to pursue marriage or relationship. So what are we saying? If you are to pursue your goals, if you have that chance, golden chance, pursue your goals.
Very true.
Because we have stayed in marriage for so long. And we know that marriage, most of the times, cannot work without money.
And we can advise you because we are.
By the way, most of the people wanaachana because of finances. Because when poverty strikes, hakuna peace in that home.
And there is no love.
Exactly. But we are not saying that you must be rich to be in marriage.
But
we are saying most of the times, at least you have food on the table. At least you have food on the table. And therefore, if you have a golden chance, first pursue that golden chance. And then you can come to the relationship and build the relationship together. Then you marry.
Very true.
But don't sacrifice a golden chance for a relationship or marriage. Is it worth?
It's worth it.
Is it worth to sacrifice a golden chance, like for example, nipate scholarship. Now that you want to marry me, I leave that. Because I believe you can wait for each other.
Yeah, you can first pursue
you build
and then,
each other. Yeah, you build
just
each
like
other.
we went back to school,
yeah.
college, and then you finish the what?
The college.
The college, and then we started the life again.
Exactly.
Life again.
So we are saying, if you start a marriage life before you plan your life, you can still sit down and agree together the way forward. If, however, you have chances in life, you cannot sacrifice your chances for a relationship or marriage. Because love goes off at times.
Yes.
Na watu wanaachana. What will sustain you mkiachana? It is either like a small job you got because of your studies, ama what you pursued, business uka succeed. That is what is going to sustain you when the marriage does not work, ama when the love goes down. And you know, human beings are very funny, by the way. We have seen so many relationships whereby you enter into marriage and this person starts misbehaving. If you have your own job, you do not wait there to be brought sijui women in the house, to be done sijui what. There are so many things that happen after people get married which are not good. So we are saying that first build yourself if you can. If things happen and you have not yet built yourself, you can still do it even with the children. Even when you are married, pursue your goals. They are very, very important, and we are telling you out of experience. Don't just be satisfied with your achievement and you forget that even when you are in the marriage, you can pursue your goals. So it is very, very important to build yourself and be able to pursue your goals where you can. And even when you make mistakes, it's good to rectify the mistake and move on.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else?
And try to plan for your future together always.
Exactly. Very, very important. If it's someone you can, I've dealt with people that say, that maybe the man doesn't want you to talk and agree what you're going to do on your finances, or what you're going to do on your projects. He just wants to do the projects alone. Na wewe ufanye mambo zako peke yako. So there is nothing as a woman you can do for that. But if the man agrees, you sit down and plan together, it becomes better because two are better than one. Si Biblia inasemanga hivyo. Two are better than one. When you plan your life together and your finances together, you can go far than when individually you do your own things.
Yeah, because you'll be planning for your money, I'll be planning for my money.
Exactly.
Then you go astray.
But when we put our money in one basket and we plan together, you can go far.
Very true.
And I think maybe if you have questions, or rather you have topics that you would want us to discuss on the relationship and marriage, we are ready to do so. And we told you we are...
All comments.
Exactly.
You can comment down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are Goges. I am Ann Goge, and he's...
I'm Patrick Goge.
Yeah, and we'll be bringing you nice things. We want to make this channel good by discussing very many things at times and bringing you videos on what happens in the relationships and in marriage. Kindly subscribe to our channel, comment, like, share to your friends, and we're going to appreciate a lot. Mbarikiwe sana, sana, sana. Bye-bye for now.